Okay, I know we're running long here. Let's go ahead and jump over to Friday Night SmackDown. Let's talk about the highlights from Friday Night SmackDown here. The main event segment here, Brian, it was Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins having this promo with each other and ultimately set up a triple threat match for the three of them at WrestleMania. Pretty. I'll just turn it to you. What do you think of this main event segment here from SmackDown this past week?
I thought a lot of the stuff that was said was good. I feel like a lot of if you look back at it now, like a lot of the still shot photos that WWE has posted, I feel like those tell more of a story than what the three men did in the ring to sell the match. It looks like Rollins and Reigns are against CM Punk, right? It looks like they're fed up. It looks like Rollins is trying to convince Reigns that, hey, we got to get this guy out of here. He's bad. He's a bad guy. Let's get him out of here.
Yeah.
And Punk is just so set on the fact that those two are standing in his way of being able to main event WrestleMania, let alone get a championship opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
They keep leeching off of him and they won't leave him alone. They keep bugging him. Mm-hmm. And Roman, I don't really know his direction here. I mean, he spoke about the Royal Rumble and how, it was Punk's fault and then it's Seth Rollins' fault. So they all have this thing going on with one another. So it makes sense that they're having a triple threat match at WrestleMania to settle the score, to end the beef between the three of them, get it all the way. I think they did a good job inserting Roman Reigns and having him acknowledge the fact that, hey, what they did at Royal Rumble, I can't let that slide. But it's just the way it came together on Friday was a little weird and almost unnecessary for everybody to Roman to come out, have his little piece segment, and then Rollins came out, had his little piece, and then Punk came out and acknowledged the fact that he ain't doing this talking. He's going to get to the fighting in a second.
Yeah, it was like I said, this was another underwhelming segment for me. I think all three of them kind of had low energy. I don't know if they were just jet lagged from flying over to Italy last Friday for this show. But none of them really said anything oh my God, that was a great line. And I feel like there's so much history between the three of them that they did not tap into. Now, granted, maybe because they were just running out of time on the show, or maybe they're going to save some stuff for another week on SmackDown.
I'm sorry. I was going to say, I did like the fact that Punk mentioned that neither Reigns or Rollins can beat him or have ever beat him without the other one being involved. Yeah. So I thought that was neat that he mentioned that. But
I guess for me, what I was hopeful for was, Roman comes out first. I feel like they're all just, like I said, low energy. Roman comes out first and, has the crowd acknowledge him. And then he talks about what's on his mind. Says CM Punk screwed him at the Royal Rumble. Because of that, Reigns wanted to screw Punk on Raw last week when he interfered in the cage match at Madison Square Garden between Punk and Seth Rollins. And then he said Seth Rollins tried to kill Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble when he did the double curb stomp. So that's why he's pissed at both of them. Punk eliminated Roman at Royal Rumble. Seth curb stomp Roman multiple times. That's why he's mad at both of them. Let's see. Which one with the other notes here? Seth then comes out and he says, hey Roman, you and I have a lot of history together. I think let's settle it at WrestleMania. So in that moment, I like how Seth was just trying to set it up as a one-on-one match there. Let's see. Rollins told Reigns that he messed up because he doesn't know. Oh, that's right. Rollins told Roman Reigns that he doesn't know how dangerous CM Punk is. Right. And Reigns should have left Rollins to let Rollins finish him when he had the chance. Because keep in mind, so Seth is pissed at Roman for having CM Punk help him at War Games, and he's mad that Roman pulled him out of the cage, and so Seth didn't have a chance to finish CM Punk at the steel cage match a couple weeks ago, because he just doesn't trust CM Punk and what he can do for the company. Let's see. Rollins said the story of Roman and Seth have a lot of pages already written. It's time to write another chapter. So yeah, it looked like he wanted to set up a one-on-one match at WrestleMania, but sure enough, CM Punk's music comes out, and as you said, I like how CM Punk immediately called out Roman Reigns, said, "Dude, you're mad at me because I eliminated you at the Royal Rumble. You moron! It's the Royal Rumble. Every man for himself. Like that's part of the rules of Royal Rumble." So I like how CM Punk kind of called out Roman, kind of like his reasoning for hating on CM Punk is terrible. So I like that part. Punk reminded Reigns, at the Royal Rumble, every man for himself, and also that he saved his family's ass at War Games. Punk reminded Heyman that he owes Punk a favor. Punk said Heyman delivered Reigns on a silver platter, and Reigns looked confused as he stared at Heyman. So there's still some underlying stuff between Heyman, Reigns, and Punk here. Roman, I think, is going to get a little suspicious. And we know Roman, based on his character arc, he gets paranoid very easily. And that's one way to get under his skin is being paranoid. Let's see. Staring at Heyman. Punk then attacked Roman Reigns. Rollins jumped in. So it turned into a breakaway brawl with all the officials running out, all three of them. And then they all took turns pointing at the WrestleMania sign, which I'm just kind of over that initiative that everyone needs to point to a sign at one point to confirm that their match is going to lead to that at WrestleMania. I think it gets a little overdone. So,
they've been doing that for so many years. Oh my God.
So they just kept brawling, and they all pointed to the sign and it just went off the air. So I guess for me, why I felt this segment was a little weak, it just felt very surface level what they're all upset about. Roman's mad at Punk because he eliminated at the Royal Rumble. And I like how Punk responded. It's like, yeah, you idiot. It's the Royal Rumble. Every man for himself. If we want to win, you got to eliminate people. And then Punk is mad at Roman because he doesn't like CM Punk. And it's like, why are you working with him? He needs to leave this company and go away. And CM Punk is mad at Roman and Seth. I mean, they have history there. But I feel like there's so much more they can tap into with this storyline. Like, I wish, CM Punk can say, like, hey, I brought the Shield to WWE and I'm going to end it or something. Like, bring that up. I wish, Roman will kind of acknowledge Heyman's like, what favor is this? What are you guys doing? Like, are you my guy or his guy? Like, kind of create some drama between Heyman and Roman. That could be really compelling. Is there anything else? I'm trying to think what other storylines they could tap into with with Roman and Seth. There's so much with the Shield there. That's the thing I saw someone point out online. It's like Roman, if they want, this might be real like insider talk, and I don't know if people would get it, but remember the Shield originally didn't have Roman Reigns. It was supposed to be Cassius Ohno in that spot. Right. So maybe Roman could call it CM Punk is like, you put the Shield together, but you didn't think I was good enough to join it originally. So every time I see you, I get pissed off at you because from day one, you didn't believe in me. You didn't believe in the tribal chief. So maybe that's another reason that motivates Roman Reigns want to take out CM Punk is because he knows that CM Punk doesn't like him or ever believed in him as a WWE superstar. So I wonder if that's something we could tap into as well. I don't know. I'm just kind of curious what this favor is. Like, maybe the favor is this match is going to main event night 1 of WrestleMania. Maybe we saw this week on Raw, CM Punk cut a promo that there's going to be a contract signing on SmackDown. So he's going to show up there. Did you notice, this is kind of ironic, is Cody and Cena, their stories for the WWE Championship. Technically, Cody is a SmackDown competitor. Cena, I guess he can kind of float wherever. theoretically, this is supposed to be a SmackDown storyline, but it's playing out on Monday Night Raw every single week.
Yep.
You look at Roman, Punk, and Seth, aren't they all technically Raw superstars? But their storylines playing out on SmackDown. So it's like it's the reverse. So maybe I don't know if it's a scheduling issue with John Cena, like you can only do Mondays. So they're gonna let that play out, and then the other guys are gonna use their star power over on SmackDown to spread the wealth for SmackDown. Right. But I noticed it's like, is this how the build's gonna be? It's like all three of them are gonna appear together on SmackDown, and then one of the other ones, Seth or CM Punk, is going to appear on Raw to promote what's going to happen on SmackDown. So last week in Brussels, remember Seth Rollins came out by himself and said, all three of us are going to, Roman and Punk are going to be on SmackDown this week. I'm going to go and join them. So he just cut a promo to promote what was going to happen on SmackDown. Then this week, on Raw this week, Punk comes out by himself, does a solo promo and says, hey, we're going to have an old-fashioned contract signing on SmackDown this week with the three of us. So yeah, it's like they're using Raw for either Punk or Seth to do a solo promo, and then all three of them are going to do their stuff in the ring on SmackDown. So is this how the build's going to be? And like Roman, I think his last appearance is this coming Friday, I believe, or I don't know if they have announced anything other dates, but I don't know. Like, how do you feel? I don't know. I'm curious. And then I think CM Punk referenced he wants to look over the contract and make sure everything is what he wants. So I wonder if Heyman put something in the contract that's the favor as well. So maybe
it would be nice, yeah, to get a championship opportunity or something.
Yeah, or maybe winner of the triple threat on the first night gets added to the Cody Rhodes John Cena match to make a triple threat for the WWE title. That could be interesting. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of lackluster because I feel like there's more they could have tapped into to get under each other's skin, but they just didn't do it. It was very surface level stuff here. So we'll see what SmackDown brings for this week. Also, real quick, I just want to touch on Tiffany Stratton, WWE Women's Champion, had like a split screen promo with Charlotte Flair. And man, Brian, listen, I know you're the biggest Charlotte Flair fan. I know. I'll turn it to you to break this down. But man, I'll just quick thoughts. Charlotte destroyed Tiffany in this promo.
She did.
What'd you think of this whole thing?
I thought it was fantastic. When I seen it, I immediately knew that, okay, some people aren't gonna like this. Some people are gonna think that it's good, all WWE's making a mistake. This is gonna make Tiffany look weak. But I mean, this is what Tiffany needs, right? She's the baby face in this situation. She is the champ, but she is definitely the underdog, right? Regardless of what championship she holds, she's the underdog. And I felt like that's what Charlotte does. If you get into a promo war with her, because she's not just lethal in the ring, she's lethal on that mic. She's underrated, and I think a lot of people they don't really they bypass that just because it's like, oh, it's Charlotte, she gets whatever she wants. But she said a lot of things. I mean, Tiffany, she tried her best. And she did the old, hey, I'm not going to let you come in here. This is what you do. You attach yourself to the biggest thing. And she tried it. But at the end of the day, I look at it like this. Charlotte Flair is, she is who she is. She is going to be on the marquee. She's going to be pictures on the posters. She's going to be everywhere. She is the champion, regardless if she's wearing the title or not, in my eyes, especially. But I feel like Charlotte has earned that right. She's main evented many WrestleManias. She's had championship matches. She's won lots of championships. She's proven that she can get it done. Tiffany, Charlotte hit a lot of points saying that she had tried to attach herself and tried to say that they're alike, or she gets compared. And Charlotte's right. Everybody gets compared to Charlotte. Everyone we see come in always in one way, shape, or form gets compared to Charlotte. Like, is this person going to be the one to put Charlotte away? Oh, we have this person now. So Charlotte Flair, she can just go away now.
My thing is, like, I felt like this was just a test for Tiffany Stratton. It was a sink or swim moment. Can she handle a main event title program, especially a promo with a veteran who's as established as Charlotte Flair? Unfortunately, I think Tiffany failed here. Charlotte destroyed her. Now, granted, I don't know how this was laid out, but like to Tiffany's defense, like Charlotte was stepping all over her, cutting her off, and just had a response to everything Tiffany was trying to say. Now, granted, Tiffany was trying to repeat some lines, so I don't know if that was like part of the script that she was just trying to remember, and those were like the focus points that she was trying to get out there. But Charlotte, to her credit, she had to answer for everything, and that's just the experiencing. She's been doing this a lot longer than Tiffany, so she knows how to handle this situation better. And so, like I said, also, if this is her sink or swim situation for Tiffany, can she handle this? Or like, hey, you want to be in the main event scene, you got to be able to handle this stuff. The problem with Tiffany, she's been a heel most of her time in WWE. And in this situation, she's playing the role of the babyface, which is not necessarily natural for her or what she's been brought up in the WWE system for. So to her defense, this is something she's not used to. And so she didn't really have like a compelling defense as a babyface here. So that's why I think she also failed, because Charlotte as a heel was just destroying her. With that being said, like the powers that be should have better prepared Tiffany as a baby face. But then again, like I said, maybe that's the test. They're like, whatever character role you're in right now, in this situation, you're baby face. Let's see you be able to handle this. But then again, like, I don't know, how this was scripted, but like, man, did they tell Charlotte just to lay into her and like, or did not tell Tiffany that? Like, it just felt like Charlotte was stepping all over her and cutting her off, and like Tiffany didn't have a chance to really respond, but when she did, it wasn't that strong. But like I said, Charlotte did most of the talking, but like I said, Charlotte brought up a lot of great points, counterpoints, and see, she really just stood out here. So I felt bad for Tiffany, but you're right. Like, Tiffany, if you want to be at Charlotte Flair's level, you gotta meet her halfway or equally counter that, and she didn't deliver. So hopefully this was a learning lesson for Tiffany. She can build off this.
I'll add one more to it. I do think that Tiffany ended the promo as well as she could. I thought at some point she did kind of look shaky, like because Charlotte kept cutting her off, so she did kind of look like she was just trying to get out whatever she had scripted, or
she was trying to at least get her tagline. It's Tiffy time.
Right. I'll say this. I think Tiffany Stratton is going to be I think she's going to be underrated in terms of opponents for Charlotte Flair. First time, I guess you can call it rookie opponents. Mm-hmm. Tiffany's going to be underrated for sure. And I think she's going to stand out. And I think ultimately, like, a lot of people were like, oh yeah, Charlotte's going to win. Me personally, an early prediction, I think Tiffany's going to do it. I think she's going to be to defeat Charlotte at WrestleMania and prove, because I think she's that good in the ring. I haven't seen anyone. I mean, not to discredit Bianca and Becky and everybody else, right? But someone like Tiffany, who's as athletic as she is, and who doesn't really have many mishaps in the ring. Like, whenever she's in the ring, she's on go mode. She's ready to go. She's taking risks. She's doing a lot of things that someone like her, as short time she's been in the business, in this position that she's in, they shouldn't be doing the things that she's doing, getting the reactions that she's getting. I don't think WWE is gonna not or ignore that. I think they also know, hey, she's getting the reaction that she's getting. I think the company is going to learn from the mistake that they made with Rhea Ripley, because you see how Charlotte beating Rhea Ripley in that first, what was it? It was the pandemic WrestleMania, right?
Or Tampa Bay, or the PC, the
PC. How that just depleted her momentum, and I mean, she had to really prove herself through the Judgment Day all over again. It shot her confidence, I think, too. So I feel like I don't think they'll make that same mistake with Tiffany. And as a Charlotte Flair fan, I have to say I hope they don't, because I think this Charlotte Flair is gonna make her look real good on either April 19th or 20th. I'm excited for it. Just looking at Charlotte's face, I'm like, oh, she's so good. Like I feel like this. She came back at the perfect time. She's gonna put Tiffany over. She's gonna make Tiffany look like $1 million. Yeah, and I think she did the same thing for Rhea at WrestleMania in LA too. I felt like that was a really good match. Everyone walked away really happy from that match too.
Yeah, it was interesting. Charlotte explained why she picked Tiffany, because she just felt sorry for her. That was the one reason. Like, that was it. Like, come on, give me something better. But it is what it is. So yeah, I hope Tiffany can bounce from this, learn from this, and can come up with a better comeback moving forward on future episodes of SmackDown leading up to WrestleMania. So I think there's a big turning point. Kind of like how. Well,
I was gonna say, I'm sorry. She has to get Becky Lynch on the phone and get some pointers.
Or exactly. Or like you saw, Roman Reigns got destroyed by John Cena years ago, and Roman Reigns said that was a big learning point or a turn for him to get better. So Tiffany, this could be her version of that, to get better and like, hey, you guys don't doubt me. I am ready for this main event scene. So we'll see from that. Last thing, just want to touch on real quick. Braun Strowman took on Jacob Fatu. Solo came in, interfered, and cost Jacob the match. Braun won by disqualification. He's going to fight LA Knight for the U.S. title next week on SmackDown. Jacob Fatu was really pissed and called out Solo and was pissed off at him for interference. Like, this is my business. Stay out of my business. So I'm assuming this is going to lead to maybe a match between the two of them at WrestleMania. We shall see, but it looks like Jacob is about to. They're going to slowly break him off into his own thing. So I'm excited for that.